out of here. This was sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Zach. Do you think Dominik Mysterio is capable of pulling off a world title run in his current state? I think he would smack it out of the park and throw it in his lap, especially with Liv, Raquel, and the Irish dudes backing him up. But I'm not an expert, so I'm curious what your opinion is, Jim. There's also Cornette, or Carlito as he's known in English. Cornette. Consider him. Love, Jim, and Hart.
No, that needs to be what Carlito says when he comes out on the press. Instead of acknowledge me, consider me. Dominik, knock it out of the park. Oh, my God. No, because it would devalue the world title and it would take heat off of Dominik, not put it on him. It would put heat on the promotion. Because Dominik is, right now, he's in a tremendous spot where he is a chicken shit heel that can lose, can get beat up, and as long as he continues to do the thing with the girl and the group and the blah, 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 and because of who he is and how he's worked his thing, they'll continue to boo him and continue to fucking catcall him and continue to hate him. He'll have heat. If he started actually winning shit on his own, much less, even if he had help from the rest of the group and won the world title, then people would say, oh, that's fucking horse shit. And it would be more heat on the promotion because that's too far, that's too much. And it might potentially, like I said, take heat off of him instead of put heat on him to make him the world champion. That is totally not what they have built this thing. He has more heat now doing what he's doing than if he was a singles main event champion, and then you'd have to have all the other guys either change the way they work with him to make him more credible, or work with him the same way and then just do a fuck finish every time where he went over, and it would mess with a thing they've got going very well right now. I don't see why they would do that. Does that make any sense, Brian?
It does, and I think you could probably understand why fans, not professionals like you, think that if you put the world title on him and the girl and her muscle, that he'd be a heat machine. But you're saying that's not the role for the world champion, that's not really necessary, and it would probably backfire.
No, it would vary. Well, obviously, it'd have to be the world title rather than the universal title or whatever that they would put on him. They're not going to beat Cody for that. And then it would devalue the world title that they've just been trying to put over based on the top main event guys holding it or fighting for it. And it would just confuse the issue on the thing they've got going with Dom that works. Nobody's going to buy him suddenly as a legitimate world champion. And if they all helped him in holding the world title or retaining the world title, it'd be AEW-like. It'd be like indie wrestling for kids.